Hello, hello. Jamil here with Aravaipa and joined today by Jubilee. We're back.
Yes.
Finally.
Oh my gosh.
We're out of here at our new company headquarters. Aravaipa is in Phoenix, and we are coming at you from our new studio here. Excited to be back.
Happy days.
And today we're going to talk about Javelina 100. We want to check in with Jubilee, who is our amazing race director, and we want to find out what's going on with the in-person race this year. And we have an exciting announcement of a virtual experience. So I really want to, I know you've been working on this for weeks, and we want to find out. I know a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with the in-person race. Where are we at with that first off?
So first off, with the in-person race, we are down to final confirmation. It was just boosted up to the final chain of command. Everything is looking really good. And I had a great conversation with the permitting offices yesterday, and it looks really positive. And we are hoping for a final confirmation or final word for from the Park Service this week at the earliest. So,
nice.
Yeah.
And a little background, I want to touch on, just for people, like, well, why has it taken so long to get approval? And from us, the state was shut down pretty much for the last few months.
Yeah.
And just recently, in the end of August, just a few weeks ago, it seems like a lifetime ago already, but we had our first Arizona event back in action at Sinister, and that's the first race we had back at Maricopa County Parks. So we had a couple events out of state. We were able to try out some of our things. We made this really cool event safe plan with photos Jubilee took up in Colorado, and that's kind of been our guideline, but it's taken time. It's taken time to show just what our safety protocols are, and fortunately cases are trending down here in Arizona, so it seems like it's going to be opening up more. And I think I even saw there's the soccer league that's here in town had a game with up to 1,000 fans.
Oh gosh.
And I'm kind of like, well, we're also an outdoor sporting event.
And I mean, we don't crowd at all.
And we got 20 miles of trail to work with.
We've got 20 miles of trail, so.
But I do want to thank Maricopa County Regional Parks for, I guess, being open to talking with us and working with us. And, number one, we want to put on a safe event for everyone. So first off, all the things, don't come if you're sick, and don't come if you don't feel comfortable. Yeah. But for those that do feel comfortable, we want to provide a safe environment. So we are, trying to modify the event in those ways. So it's going to be a bit different, but I think it's going to be really awesome.
I think it's going to be really great. I mean, different doesn't always mean bad at all. So, come, because the Javelina is it's kind of a celebration of a race, and it's a celebration of all the runners that come and participate. And so we hold true to that format for sure. And I'm ready.
Yeah, and we just had Mogi on in a bit of an old school way this last weekend.
Yeah.
And you were able to go up there.
I was.
I wasn't, because our numbers were capped so hard that there wasn't even room for me to go. But I think that's going to be kind of the theme for a little bit, is old school. I'm kind of excited for a smaller, intimate, old school Javelina.
It was really so fun being at Mogi, and we had 33 runners start that race, and it was just the coolest, feel kind of smaller crowd. You knew every face that was coming up the trail, and it was really nice to be out there.
That's awesome. So moving beyond the in-person Javelina, which we just said we are likely to get approval hopefully this week or early next week. For those that are signed up or on the wait list, what can they expect?
If you've already signed up and you were signed up pre-COVID, that means you have already registered in January, February, March. You have a space.
And what did we request from the parks?
I think it was 540 total.
300 in the 100 mile.
300 in the 100 mile. We have 200, a little less than 200 in the 100K, and then we have a couple of waves with the Jackass Night Trail, which I think will still be a lot of fun. So 540 people total, spread over from Thursday 6 p.m. to Sunday noon. and we're going to, spread everybody out.
So there will be different starts for different, like there'll be a Thursday night start,
Yep.
Friday morning, and then the normal Saturday morning.
Right. So wave starts, and just kind of spreading all of those events out.
Cool. Well, let's talk about this virtual experience. So what was the idea behind creating this, and what did it evolve into? What is it called?
So Javelina Hallucinations, it was just kind of this, we wanted an element. It's kind of heartbreaking to see all of these runners who have been signed up or who have been on the wait list having to pull and defer to next year. And I wanted an opportunity for anybody who can't attend this year to have an opportunity to have a Javelina experience still through the month of October. And so we were talking about Javelina at home, kind of a home Javelina experience for Halloween. And it kind of evolved into the hallucinations of the envisioning yourself there at the race, and kind of all of the antics and all of the misfits and all of the wildness that you can expect from Javelina, kind of taking a trip in your own mind to be able to experience that in the luxury of your own home. So Javelina Hallucination is our virtual Javelina experience. But what we've done is completely kind of reimagined what a virtual experience can be. And I think people will be really pleased and really surprised at what we've come up with. It's just a lot of fun games and challenges, and just a constant, you're going to get to the next level, you're going to get to the next badge, you're going to get to the next task throughout
Do another loop on the course.
The whole month of October. And so, so we're just going to kind of get a little loopy and strange this next month.
I think one of the cool things too is this doesn't have to be in lieu of the in-person race either.
No.
It's actually kind of perfect because you can do it in the 5 weeks leading up to the race.
Definitely.
So you can do both and participate in both.
100%. Yep. So if you're already signed up and you're still planning on coming to the in-person event, this is something maybe to kind of keep you motivated and kind of keep you pushing through your training. And then if you're not able to come to the in-person event, we want you to be a part of Javelina this year, regardless. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to walk us through a bit of what runners can expect to sign up?
Yep. So what we've designed is kind of a three challenge race. So you get to choose what we call the 100-mile challenge, which is if you've never done 100 miles, this is your opportunity for the entire month of October to do 100 miles. And the way we've designed it is you'll complete one loop of the Javelina course every week. So it's 5 weeks. 20 miles every week, and then by the time you get to Halloween, you would have completed 100 miles. And then we have badges that you would earn every week once you complete those miles. Then we have the Hero's Journey, and the Hero's Journey is an unlimited possibility of however many miles that you wanted to go after for the month of October. We know that we have some big hitters out there who can really put in some crazy cool miles, and so you can go anywhere from 100 miles minimum up to 500 miles. And then we have these badges and kind of milestones that you can hit throughout the month of October for however many miles that you attain, including like 200 miles, 300 miles. I named the 300-mile badge the Triple Crown for Patrick Regan, who is our 3-time champion of Javelina. So all of those badges have something to do with Javelina, and it ties into our race. So you're kind of taking a trip through all of these elements of Javelina. And then, of course, I wanted to include some of the younger generation as well. And so we have what we call the Javelina Hopeful, which is for kids 12 and under to do, we challenge them to do 20 miles over the course of October. So maybe it's a mile a day, maybe they go out with mom and dad, maybe they run around the block, whatever it is. but they too can be included with all of the race swag and all of the challenges and some badges and coloring pages and bibs and things like that. So we wanted to include the kiddos with this one as well.
That's
So
awesome.
those are your 3 challenges that you get to choose from.
Sweet. And what does the race packet come with for people to sign up?
So it's really cool because one of our sponsors, Rabbit, sponsors our apparel through Javelina. And so the first 600 registrants of Javelina Hallucinations will get this year's Javelina shirt, which is the Easy Tee from Rabbit. And it is so soft. And we've got, because it's Javelina is on Halloween, we've got in orange and black with the Hallucinations logo. So it's a really, really nice shirt. Probably one of the best shirts that you're going to get out there on a virtual race for sure. But it's going to come with your shirt, a sticker, Javelina Hallucinations, and then one of our created, handcrafted wooden medals from Aravaipa Artworks.
Nice. Well, at some point we should talk about the challenges, right?
Yeah, so let's talk about the Misfit games. I wanted to kind of play up a little bit where, you come to Javelina and you run a race, but you also experience all of these like kind of crazy antics and shenanigans along the way as well. So of course I want to include that with the virtual experience. And so we've got this run and play element, which I'm calling the Misfit Games. And we've partnered with all of our sponsors of the Javelina 100. So Hoka, Rabbit, Squirrel's Nut Butter, Gooder, Goo, and Kogala. We've kind of reached out to them and asked them if they would be a part of our Misfit Games. And so they are sponsoring challenges, and every single week they're putting out, one of our sponsors is putting out kind of this extra challenge that you can go and do your run, and then you are automatically entered into their raffle. So you get a chance to earn some additional prizes and some really cool run bundles from some of our sponsors.
That's awesome.
For example, for the first week, September 28th, so the whole thing starts September 28th. It goes all the way to November 1st. And so for the first week, we're kicking things off with the Misfit Parade. And then Hoka is sponsoring our very first challenge called the Javelina Sunrise. It's essentially runners can run the sunrise, and so they go and they run through the sunrise and they wake up and log their run before 8 a.m. We'll have a platform on outandback.com, and they will upload their run, retrieve their badge, and then the people who have completed that particular challenge will be automatically entered into the raffle for that week for some Hoka swag.
Nice. I love getting the sponsors involved. We have such great sponsors for the event. It's really cool to see them step up and take part in this as well.
Yeah. So I'll kind of run through a little bit of like what our sponsors are doing. So Hoka is doing the Javelina Sunrise, and that's in week 1. In week 2, we've got a couple of really cool challenges. Goo for It from Goo Energy. They're challenging you to best your week 1 miles. So whatever you get total miles from your week 1, you're going to go out in week 2 and you're going to really go for it and try to best that week. And then we have another challenge. So this is a 2 challenge week from Gooder called Double Vision. And that is 2-a-days. So you do 2-a-days 2 times that week. So you run doubles, whether it's you get up and run in the morning and then you come back and run at night, and you log 2 runs in 2 days of that week to earn that badge, and then also be entered for some Gooder glasses, which are also called Hallucinations.
Nice.
Week 3, we've got Raw Magic from Kagala. October 16th is the new moon for October, and so it is one of the darkest nights. So we challenge you to go and log your run on the new moon day, which is October 16th, and bonus if you go and run it at night after sunset. Then we've got Slick Style from S&B from Squirrel's Nut Butter. Slick Style is essentially your run costume. So Javelina is known for some of the crazier costumes that people run in, and people will run in costume 100 miles throughout the weekend. And so we want to see some of those styles. Whatever you come up with, we want you to take it out for a run and then show us by uploading a photo either on our social media, or you can upload it directly onto Out and Back on your profile that you can create. So we want to see all the fun costumes, and that's a true costume contest. Then we're already in week 4, we've got Down the Rabbit Hole. And Down the Rabbit Hole is this kind of solve and run mathematical game that we've created, and it goes every single day of the week. So every day you come back, we'll send you an email with that daily riddle. If you solve that mathematical riddle, it will give you your mileage for the day. You complete that mileage, log your run, and then you are one step closer to earning the raffle prize from Rabbit. And then still in week 4, we've got Time to Fly, which is your best run and jump photo. So that is from our sponsor, title sponsor, Hoka. And you take a photo of you running and jumping, and then tag us at Aravaipa Running, at Javelina100, and at Hoka One One, hashtag Jallucinations, and you'll get an extra ticket if you are wearing Hoka shoes, but you'll be entered into that raffle and earn that badge as well. And then finally for week 5, we've got 2020 Has Gone to Hell, which is kind of our sub theme to this whole thing. And this is why we have created our Javelina Hallucinations. And so we've got basically another costume contest on the very last week leading into Halloween, which is called 2020 Has Gone to Hell. And the challenge is to don and create a 2020 themed Halloween costume contest.
Oh my God, so good.
Oh my gosh. So
it's going to be great.
Of all the terrifying things that are happening in 2020, whether it's like murder hornets or COVID or whatever you want to come as, it is a 2020 Halloween costume contest. And then you can tag a photo or video on our social media, also upload it directly on Out and Back, and we will announce 2 winners from that costume contest for a big Javelina run bundle. And then our final one is the Second Sunrise presented by Hoka. It is basically finishing strong. So we want you to record your biggest week in October. And so if that means that you are running the in-person Javelina 100, you are topping off your week with a 100-mile run or a 60-mile run or whatever it is to kind of push you over to make it your best week. So that's your Second Sunrise kind of being reinvigorated by all of these challenges, hopefully.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What else are we missing?
I mean, we've got a beer mile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Don't miss out on that one.
Oh, my gosh. We have not determined a date, but we will host a live virtual beer mile, and we hope that everyone will join us
we're doing it.
From wherever they are, because we are doing it, and we are also
heli jelly pad.
Helipad and jelly pad, and we're inviting our other RDs and some people from the office as well to participate in these shenanigans. So stay tuned for our beer mile. And then, of course, silly, if you want to log a 0 day, you will earn the Have a Shitty Week badge with Jam himself coming to you live in an outhouse. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Nice. So funny. Well, I think you did a great job putting this together. The branding looks awesome. So I'm really pumped.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited from our platform. I'm really glad that we've partnered with this group from Out and Back. We have put together a wish list of all of the things that we wanted to see from a virtual event, and they are like, yes, we can create this. So we will have a interactive map where you can find yourself on the Pemberton Loop. You have kind of a collection of all the badges and all the things that you're earning. We'll have a live leaderboard so you can come and check who you're racing against all over the nation, hopefully, and kind of compare your stats that way. And we've got some really cool swag. We've just had a lot of fun with this concept. I
love this hat, the Gone to Hell hat, and we got to touch base because we have a missing persons report to get out there.
Yeah.
Jackass Boner, who is the gentleman up on the Jackass Junction aid station, the skeleton, in memory of Doug, I think from Fountain Hills Bikes.
Yep.
He has gone missing in the last week. So just to put the cherry on top of 2020, Boner has gone missing. So if you have any whereabouts or information leading to the arrest of anyone having anything to do with this, we will give you a free entry into Hallucinations, probably the race itself. So if you have any information, please contact us because we are on the lookout for him. But if nothing else, you can grab your Gone to Hell hat in commemoration of that. Yeah. Or stickers too.
Stickers and hats for sure. Yeah. Please find Boner.
Yes.
It's fine.
Something like that. Just find him on Instagram.
Please find him.
What does Javelina mean to you?
I mean, every year, Javelina is this opportunity for a better day, right? Where you come to test your resolve and you leave on one sunrise and you head into the desert and everything is kind of stripped away. And when you come through the finish line, it's just, for me, witnessing this wash of accomplishment on runners every time they roll through the finish is a privilege, and it's just kind of a light in my year that I get to witness people coming through a second sunrise and making a better day for themselves and making a better life and making a better, they've done something really tremendous for themselves. And it's just the coolest thing to see. And it really is a celebration for me to be able to be a part of that. And it always has been. From the time that I was a volunteer, I started as a volunteer at the finish line. And to be able to witness that now as a race director, it's just, it gets better every year. So come celebrate.
Yeah, or virtually this year.
Happy to be back.
Yeah. Registration is open for Javelina Hallucinations. You guys can find it on the javelina100.com website. Please check it out. The link is on there. Join us for this, and hopefully we'll have some good news for you on the in-person event soon. If you're still interested, go ahead and put your name on that wait list. We will, it'll be first come, first serve on the wait list for additional spots that we'll have available. And just keep in mind that we will have Thursday, you might start Thursday night. So that's an option, which would be kind of cool. Thursday night to Sunday. So thank you guys. We'll check in soon.
Bye.